guys, Logan here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my first ever book review. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be reviewing a book here on this channel for the very first time. I have never reviewed a book, let alone read a book in its whole entirety, from like page 1 to like page 300 or 300 and something. Like it's that long. I've never read a book in that lengthy period of time, but in this particular case it's worth doing a review for. And this book that I'm going to be reviewing is called Find Your Path by Carrie Underwood. Honor your body, fuel your soul, and get strong with the Fit 52 life. This is a book about health and fitness and stuff like that, plus more, and I'll try to review this book as accurately as I can, because again, this is my first ever book review and I've never reviewed a book up until this point. And I'm not really like a book critic per se. I'm much better at critiquing films than I am at critiquing books. So a lot of you book readers out there on YouTube know a lot more about reading books and reviewing books, and know how the whole critiquing books thing works better than I do. But with that being said, let's get to the review. I've just finished reading this book not too long ago, and I just thought, why not review it? And so here, the first half of this book, I will say, is mostly Carrie Underwood telling her backstory. You know, gone from being a small town girl from Chakota, Oklahoma, to being the winner of the show American Idol back in 2005, I believe. So that's the first half of the book, just telling you exactly what happened throughout her life and what got her into wanting to be a country singer as opposed to being a journalist, which at one point she said she was planning to be a journalist, or that she was, and that she hasn't gone into sports and stuff like that, or was not fully invested into sports. The second half of this book, however, is mostly her and the other two women that were a part of her fitness. I would say one fitness partner. I should say, I can't even speak. I apologize. That's right. One of those women that she had in this book, if you're doing audiobook, she had this one lady who's her personal trainer, you know, helping her do a lot of the exercises, a lot of the workout that Carrie has been doing. And the other woman that Carrie had, that I don't know if it was either her health advisor or someone like that, but it's mostly that one woman she had talking about healthiness and some of the foods that are either healthy or not. And while you start reading this book, especially if you're doing audiobook, which I did, and by the way, Audible is not a sponsor for this video. Please don't get me wrong. This is not a sponsored video by Audible. It's just me telling you that I use audiobook version of this book because it helps me read this book better than when I actually read this book without, you know, having some headphones and hearing someone tell this book and stuff like that. That's just me. But yeah, she had two ladies during this book talk about both the exercises and the workout, and then the healthiness in certain foods that are healthy for you, and that other types of foods that are not. You'll get that especially for the majority of the second half of this book, and especially in notes that Carrie put in most of those pages within the middle part and near the end of this book. And then you will also hear Carrie's personal trainer, the first woman that she had for this book, for the most part of the first half of this book. And then after reading this book not too long ago, like I said, it's awesome. I love it. It's a really great book. If you are into fitness or if you're into health, this is the book for you. Carrie will tell you what she went through to get to where she's at right now in terms of fitness and the lifestyle that she currently has, and will help you find your own path, and helping you figure out what your goal in life is, or what are some of your interests in life. Is it doing exercises? Is it eating healthier? Or is it something else that does not involve in any of those two things? And one funny thing that I want to mention about this book, Find Your Path by Carrie Underwood, is that she named each and every chapter of this book, except for one, after some of her well-known songs that she had written and sing throughout her careers. And she even joked about how that's kind of like a Carrie Underwood thing that she did, even though the book that she read was mostly her real self. Like, this is her being authentic and being real with you, as opposed to being like the Carrie Underwood that you see on stage or on national television. And another thing I want to mention about this book is that at certain portions of this book, she mentioned about this one mobile app that she has of her own called Fit 52. You'll hear portions of this book about it, but it's basically an app where you can follow instructions into which workout or workout exercise that you can do on that app, and that you can do either at home or somewhere else. Maybe even take a walk, which Carrie mentions that at one point or another in this book. Now, I don't particularly have any issues with this book. I mean, there were certain times where, while I was, using the audiobook, hearing Carrie Underwood reads this book as if she was sitting right next to me, reading it to me, and I was reading along with her, which feels amazing. There were certain times where I was following her and on which page she was at, that I intend to read it, flip from one page to another, and then she would have one woman as her personal trainer, or the other woman for her, I guess, her health advisor or someone like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she and then she would lost me. She would go from one page that I was currently on with her to either a page that I previously read, or a note that was few pages back from where I was currently at. So she kind of lost me at certain parts of this book, just a little bit, not much, but just a little. But that's all. Nothing, no other issues outside of that. This is basically a very great book, and I love it. Like I already said, I do recommend that you check this book out and read it if you had nothing else to do. And like I said, if you're into fitness, or if you're into doing exercises or trying to be healthy, books like this are the ones for you to read. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, if I were to rank this book, which I don't fully see myself doing that, because this is the very first book that I read, and I don't know if it's really worth giving it a rating. But if I have to rate this book with a lot like what I do with a lot of the movies that I review and give my medals of honor to, I would have to say that this book gets a gold medal of honor. I mean, I almost gave it a platinum medal of honor. I was really thinking about giving it a platinum medal of honor, but then I thought, I think a gold medal of honor is worth the medal of honor to give this book, because it is worth the read. It is worth reading, actually. So anyway, guys, that is my very first book review for Find Your Path by Carrie Underwood. It's really awesome. I love it, and I was so excited that I did this review. I never ever would have thought that I would actually do my first ever book review, but here I am, and it's so awesome. I have a lot to learn about how the whole reviewing books thing works, for sure. But from now on, I'll like leave it as it is and do more movie reviews as opposed to reviewing other things and stuff like that. But this is just one of those instances where I just wanted to review something else. And this is one of the best times to do it. So yeah, guys, that is all for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it that like button to click. And if you'd like to see future videos from me, make sure to press up there to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you'll get notified about my latest videos. Have a great day, and as always, fight the good fight.